welcome to the campus of Marietta College and the Van Johnson Arena. We welcome you in for 2025 homecoming. And we also welcome you to this great volleyball matchup between the Targets of Carnegie Mellon University and your Pioneers of Marietta College. Earlier today, we did honor America with the national anthem, so we're going to go straight into our player intros. And we'll start with the non-starters of Carnegie Mellon. Freshman middle blocker number 1, Sophie Pan. Sophomore defensive specialist number 3, Brenda Shern. Sophomore outside hitter number 7, Catherine Marshall. Freshman outside hitter number 14, Sienna Clement. Freshman opposite hitter number 15, Caroline Smith. Freshman setter number 17, Danny Lee. Freshman outside hitter number 19, Logan Devereaux. And freshman setter number 20, Melissa Jin. Here are your starters for Carnegie Mellon. Senior outside hitter number 4, Catherine Jackson. Senior opposite hitter number 5, Elizabeth Slimmer. Senior middle blocker number 6, Juliana McFarland. Junior setter number 8, Matt Tula. Senior middle blocker number 10, Kai Hergenroser. Junior outside hitter number 18, Kate John. And liberos number 9, junior defensive specialist Zoe Gavros. And sophomore defensive specialist number 11, Izzy Stafford. The Targets are coached by Ann Bach.
Both teams have been introduced as we get ready to get things underway here. Of course, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Pioneers riding a 4-game win streak. A couple big wins. Of course, they took down Otterbein up on Otterbein. That was a top 25 matchup as the Pioneers are in the top 25 so far this year, looking to make a run towards the NCAA tournament once again. Of course, crowds starting to pull in, students starting to fill in as they make their way over from Don Drum Stadium on this homecoming weekend here on the Outer Banks of the Ohio River in beautiful Marietta on the campus of Marietta College. course, Pioneers led by Emery Spittler and Julian Fellers, both All-Americans last year, in a very, very impressive campaign that found them hosting the NCAA tournament. They did fall up just short, though, but looking to get back in the big dance this year. This Carnegie Mellon team have a couple big wins on the year, so not a team you should take lightly. Of course, 18-6 on the year. Did just beat Muskingum in 5 sets. Muskingum currently on the year 15-6, 3-0 in OAC play. So that matchup on Wednesday here from Fittencourt going to be a big one, as sole possession of first place in the conference will be up for grabs. Looks like the Pioneers going to get things started here, as Emily Spittler will be serving it here for the Pioneers. Pioneers in the baby blue with the navy blue numbers. That one's going to be dug, set. Attack here for the Tartans. Are going to be out point Pioneer. That's going to be Carnegie Mellon's number 4. That's Catherine Jackson, just a little too much power on it as Pioneers go up 1-0. This serve, Jackson once again, good dig there. Spittler sets up, attack. Another attack here for the Pioneers. That's number 3 as she gets the kill. Carly Louder with the kill. Pioneers up 2-0 here early on in this matchup. Spittler with another serve. Going to be dug here. Attack for Jackson. Good save there from Fellers for the Pioneers, as Louder just hits it out of bounds. It's going to be first point for the Tartans out of Carnegie Mellon as they get on the board at 2-1. Got a couple subs coming in for Carnegie Mellon into the game. Number 2 and number 20, that is. So number 2 for Carnegie Mellon, that's Bella Woodard. And number 20, Melissa Jin. Jin will go back to serve for the Tartans out of Carnegie Mellon, down 2-1 so far. Dig there for Fellers. Spittler. Tack. Big kill there for the Pioneers as they get the point back. Carly Allwood with a big-time kill there, and subbing in for the Pioneers will be number 10, Emma Wiseman, as she will go back to serve for the Pioneers, 3 serving 1. Serve just couldn't get over the net there, as it's going to be a point for the Carnegie Mellon Tartans on a service error from Wiseman there. Jackson going to go back for Carnegie Mellon to serve. Catherine Jackson, a senior for this Tartan squad. Successful over. Dig there from Shannon. Spittler. Tartans, good block here as we're going to get a continuation for Carnegie Mellon. Now an over. Another over here as Wiseman sets it to another continuation. A good volley here from both squads as we continue to go. Things continue. Spittler will skip. No, we'll set it up. A block continuation here. Spittler out to Fellers. Fellers gets it over, but Carnegie Mellon responds as Woodard. Oh, that set just going to go outside, but what great effort from both squads there. Pioneers will get the point as the set just goes a little out of bounds, and they let that one slip away for the Pioneers. It's going to be Shannon coming back to serve here as the score is 4-2 in this first set. Jackson with the dig. Jim with the serve over. We got a dig. Fellers with a violent strike. That's going to dig off the scoreboard here, the Jumbotron, and go over as the Pioneers are going to get the point with the Julian Fellers kill there. Shannon back to serve once again for the Pioneers. Really targeting Jackson on this Carnegie Mellon team as Jackson hits it over. Spittler with the set. And then an attack there for the Pioneers, just a little too much, as that's going to be Annabella Hacker hits it out for the Carnegie Mellon point. Back to serve for the Tartans is number 6. That's Juliana McFarland. McFarland, a senior for this Carnegie Mellon team. Spittler Pioneers get a dig. Jackson digs it, and then we get a set. They're just going to go over here. Spittler sets up. Fellers for another kill for the Pioneers as they go up 6-3 in this first set. Fellers already with a handful of kills, as checking into the game for the Pioneers will be number 22. That is Cameron Haynes, a junior out of Williamstown, West Virginia. She's going to handle the serving right here. Gets it over. And a great athletic move there from the Tartans. That's number 18, Katie John, with a big kill there. John for the point. Serving for the Tartans, I believe that's number 8. Just gonna serve it over here. Dig there to Wiseman, Shannon. Fellers with the attack. Back over to the Tartans. Another dig there for Shannon to keep things going. Back to Fellers. Tartans just not able to get it over the net, as going to be a point Pioneers, and back for the Pioneers to serve will be Fellers, and checking back into the contest for Marietta will be Carly Launder. Fellers serve to Jackson. Good set there. Just wasn't able to get over that for the Pioneers. That's Hacker couldn't get it over, as it's going to be a point for Carnegie Mellon. Your score now 7-4 here in the first set. Back to serve is number 18. That's John, as we're going to have a little bit of a stoppage of play. I believe a timeout here, or maybe a challenge. Possibly a challenge here on the play. Yes, further review thanks to Drake with the heads up there on the PA. Drake made his way over from football today. Respect the hustle from Drake. I believe this challenge, something new, possibly to the Division III game. I haven't caught a game in maybe a few years here, but I know when I was in school, this was not a feature in the game. Of course, if you want to put a play under review, you have a little green card that you show the official, and they can go look at whatever they need to look at. It looks like we got a ruling already, as we're going to see what the decision will be. And I think things are going to stay the same here, as Carnegie Mellon will get the point, making things 7-5. Official making his case, explaining it to head coach Christy Anderson. Christy, a Maryville College grad of 2014, in her 8th season here at Marietta, has done great things in her 8 years, really turned this program around, making it a powerhouse, not only in the OAC, but also been in the top 25 the last few years, so making a national impact as well over the last 2 years here at Marietta College. Nevertheless, back to action here. Carnegie Mellon with 5 points, trailing by 2 with this first set. Serve over to Fellers. Fellers will get the dig to Spittler. Spittler then gets it over to Launder, and she will get the kill as the Pioneers strike again. Checking in, number 6, Carly Allwood, as number 4 will come back. That's Jaden Ostermiller. She'll come back and serve for the Pioneers. Your score 8-5 in the first set. Again, Pioneers really targeting Catherine Jackson for Carnegie Mellon, as they're going to get a kill here, as they're unable to get it over, making your score 9-5. Catherine Jackson, a senior out of Dave, Florida, as they're going to get it to her again, but she digs it as they're going to try to score. Great play there for the Tartans. That's number 5 for the Tartans, Isabella Schlemer. Just a great play, way off to the side, but able to score and get the point, as the libero will go back here and serve. That's number 4 for Carnegie Mellon, or number 9, that is. A little bit of stoppage in play once again, kind of getting a quick explanation on something. Your score 9-6 here in the first period. Of course, you played a 25, must win by 2 in each set. Best out of 5. Fellers with the dig to Shannon, to Launder. We're going to have a continuation here for Carnegie Mellon, as we had a good block attempt for the Pioneers, as now we get it over, and Launder there will get the kill for the Pioneers as they go up 10-6 in this first set. Launder having a good first set in her time on the floor. It's going to bring Spittler back to serve here, leading 10-6 in this first set. Spittler with a good serve. Gonna have Fellers with a dig to Spittler. To number 9 for the Pioneers for the kill. That is Emily Peeler with a big violent strike there to put the Pioneers up 11-6. And we continue to roll here from Fenton Court. And once again, just an athletic play from number 5 for this Carnegie Mellon team, Isabeth Schlemer. 2 kills for her so far, and they've been really solid kills for this Carnegie Mellon team. Back to serve is number 20. That's Melissa Jen. Jen serves it across. Spittler with this. Just a little too much there on the attack. That's Launder with a too heavy of an attack, making your score 11-8 in this first period. Dig there for Shannon. And we get the set. And they're just going to hit it over Spittler. Woodard digs it there. There's Jackson to Shannon with the dig. Fellers hits it over, just trying to get it over as the Pioneers, as they do. Good effort here from the Pioneers, keeping things going as they really haven't had a scoring opportunity yet this volley. Catherine Jackson, though, with a big point, big kill to make it your score 11-9 in favor of the Pioneers. But a little bit of a hot streak here for the Tartans as they're kind of making things close here in this first set. Around halfway through, and Coach Christy Anderson doesn't like it. Thought maybe she called a timeout, but she didn't. Dig there from Launder to Spittler, and then we're going to have a continuation here as a good block from the Tartans. Launder gets it over, though. Dig it now. Jackson with the attack. Shannon with the dig. Spittler sets it up. Attack over, but things don't go as we continue the volley. Spittler. Continuation, another great block attempt from the Tartans. Another great block, and that one's going to result in points for the Tartans. That's number 6, Juliana McFarland, with a big block there to get things within 1 for the Tartans, 11-10 in this first set. Dig there for Shannon. Spittler with the set. Launder gets on the board and puts a stop to this Tartan run to put the Pioneers up to 12-10 and back on the offense as number 10, Emily Wiseman, comes to serve for the navy blue, or baby blue, you could say, for the Pioneers as they're rocking the baby blue, navy blue combo. Serve over. Big time block there from the Pioneers. That's number 6. Carly Allwood with the block as the Pioneers go up 12-10 here in this first set. Wiseman back to serve once again. That one just a dig that goes over the net, and then Pioneer number 9, Peeler, says, no, 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 I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity, and spikes it down to go up 14-10 here, as we're going to get a timeout, I believe, from Carnegie Mellon in this first set. Carnegie Mellon, a couple ranked wins on the year already. Played a handful of OAC teams, I believe. Played Otterbein close. I'm not sure if they were able to win that one or not, but just a solid team all around. Looking at your records in the OAC, and your OAC standings, Marietta currently in first place. They have a 13-4 overall record, 4-0 in the OAC. Muskingum in second, 15-6 overall, 3-0 in conference. Otterbein 3-1 in conference. That lone loss coming to Marietta College, and 17-3 on the year. Baldwin Wallace 2-1 in the conference, 11-11 overall. Heidelberg 2-2 in OAC play, 13-12. Mount Union 9-13 on the year, 1-2 in conference play. Ohio Northern, they're 7-14, 1-3 in conference play, and then Wilmington winless in conference play as they're 0-4, 3-16 overall. And Capital 2-17 overall and 0-3 in conference play. So still early on in conference play as we cruise through this fall season. Blink your eyes and we're already going to be in OAC tournament play in just a few weeks. Of course, homecoming here as big time attendance here. The Pioneer Faithful showed out. There's a bunch of alumni on campus. Also big shout out to Dr. Doherty as she was inaugurated as the 21st president of Marietta College yesterday as we get things underway. Wiseman serves it over. Jackson gets it back over. Fellers with the dig to Spittler. And then we go over again with another attack. Thanks. A lot of action here. Shannon gets it over. Jackson with the attack, and she'll get the kill for Carnegie Mellon to go 14-11. Emily Peeler has been all over the floor for the Pioneers. Several service attempts, just not able to get the kills at the moment. That's going to be Shannon with the dig to Fellers with the set. Spittler's going to get it over for the Pioneers as we're going to look to continue here. Here's Peeler again, and now she'll get the kill. Her third kill of the contest as the Pioneers go up 15-11. Here in this first set, going back will be Shannon to serve. For a Shannon senior for this Pioneer squad. And that one, great service ace as she finds two Tartans in the same place at the same time. Dig goes off the face of Jackson, and the Pioneers get the point, now leading 16-11. Tried it again, but this one a little too much to the left as it sails out of bounds to make the score 16-12. Serving for Carnegie Mellon will be number 6, Juliana McFarland. She's going to hit the Fellers to Spittler. Over, and we're going to keep going there as Pioneers are going to get the point. For the Pioneers, it was Hacker got it over, and then just a little bit of a ball handling error for the Tartans as they weren't able to get it back over. Now back to serve is Cameron Haynes out of Williamstown for the Pioneers. She's a junior. Jackson calls hers. Not able to get it as this is going to be another service ace for the Pioneers, making your score 18-12 as the Pioneers are starting to creep towards this first set victory, and Carnegie Mellon feels that too. They want to try to stop some of this momentum as they are going to call a timeout in this first set. We're going to take a quick break as we're going to get some crowd noise as an electric Fitton court on homecoming from Marietta College. Coming out of the timeout, your score 18-12 in favor of the Pioneers. Haynes back to serve for the Pioneers. Currently early on, 3 kills for Launder as she kind of leads the way so far for the Navy blue and white. Serve here from Haynes over. Really targeting Catherine Jackson as they get the attack. Jackson over to Shannon. Spittler serves it out to Fellers. Fellers, nice dig there from the libero for Carnegie Mellon as we're going to try it again though. Stop me once, you won't stop it again as Fellers gets the kill. Her third kill of the set here to make your score 19-12. Couple subs for Carnegie Mellon into the game. Number 8, that's Nia Tumala. Another sub snuck in as well. Didn't catch the name there as Haynes serves once again. That one, not a great dig. Got it over. Fellers going for the kill, and she will get it. Her 4th kill now of the contest, 2 in a row, making the score 20-12 in this first set. Pioneers 5 points away from taking a 1-0 lead. Haynes serves it out. Kind of a little bit of trouble right now from Carnegie Mellon receiving these serves. As Hacker's going to get it over and just hit it out to make the score 20-13. Pioneers really targeted on their serve so far. They know who they want to hit it at, and Carnegie Mellon's really struggling to dig those cleanly, and they're setting up Pioneer opportunities. Tumala back to serve. She's going to serve it over to Shannon, to Spittler, to Fellers. Great dig there. She eats one off the face, but nevertheless, they live to see another day. Hacker gets it down to the libero, and they continue to go, but big block there from Annabelle Hacker to get the Pioneers on the board, 21-13. Hacker, the junior 6'2" out of Centerville, Ohio, with a big block for the Navy blue and white. Jackson with the dig. Tumala then hits it over. Hacker just said, then we'll continue to go your way. And there we go. Pioneers another point. 22-13, 3 points away from going up 1-0 here on homecoming for Marietta College. Fellers with the serve. And then with the dig, great dig effort there. That was a really efficient attack. Great job there from the Tartans. That's number 18, I believe, Kate Jown, that is. Big point there to make things 22-14 here in this first set. They're going to need to get on a little bit of a run if they want to try to steal this first set from the Pioneers, as they currently are down 8 points. And that's not going to do them any good, as Carly Launder says we'll get another point as she gets her 6th kill of the contest here already in one set, 6 kills. Great first set for Carly Launder, the sophomore out of Pleasant City. That one just going to sneak out the back as Jaden Austin Miller serves it a little too much, as it's going to make the score 23-15. Back to serve for Carnegie Mellon's Lizzie Stariff. She serves it over to Fellers, to Spittler, as that kill is going to go to number 6 for the Pioneers. That's Carly Allwood getting in on the fun as she gets her first kill of the afternoon, as it is now set point in set 2. Actually, second kill of the afternoon for Allwood, 24-15. Spittler's going to try to seal this first set in favor of the Pioneers. Shannon with the dig. Just good kill there from Carnegie Mellon. That's number 5. She'll be credited with that kill, as they go 24-16, but once again going to have to rally off 9 straight here, maybe 8 straight, to not go down 1-0 in this, as Pioneers, great first set, but nevertheless another point here for Carnegie Mellon. Just a little bit of miscommunication from Marietta College. Make your score 24-17 here in this first set. Pioneers in action. Here we go. Allwood gets it over. Jackson is going to attack, and it's going to go out of bounds as the Pioneers take set number 1 here in homecoming. 25-17 your score. Going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more Pioneer volleyball action from Fitton Court. You're listening to Pioneer Athletics. Welcome back here as we get things started. Second set just around the corner. Pioneers take set 1. Pretty one-sided. They didn't feel it was really in danger much at all, but looking to get things started on the court for the Pioneers. It's going to be, I believe, their regular starters in number 6, Carly Launder. Number 18, Annabelle Hacker. Number 11, Emery Spittler. Number 14, Julian Fellers. And let's see, do we see number 9 out there for the Pioneers? I do believe so, as their normal starters to start this second set. Looking to go up 2-0 here if they can take this one. and looking to get a homecoming win. Always good here. Glad to see so much alumni myself, class of 2021 back on campus. Good to see all the great things they've done here on campus here, especially on Fitton Court. Now the Pioneer script across midcourt. But nevertheless, getting things started will be Carnegie Mellon's number 8 as the men's basketball team along here. That's the banging on the fence as they get it over. Spittler will go over to Launder. I'm going to get the point there, but nevertheless, we keep playing. Spittler with another set. Over to McFarland. Shannon sets up. Launders, we're going to get a continuation here. Spittler says, I'll have my hand at the attack. Unable to score again as she skipped a set and just hit it over, hoping to catch them off guard. Good volley here. And that one's going to go out as the Pioneers take point number 1 of the second set. Emery Spittler going back to serve for the Pioneers. Up 1-0 here in the second set. Spittler serves it over to the liberos. Looks like she may get a service. No, great effort there from the Tartans to save that one as we're going to continue playing ball, and that's going to be point Pioneers. 2-0 for the Pioneers as that is another kill for number 9 for Marietta College. Spittler serves it to Jackson as we're going to get going here. Spittler with the serve. Once again, another kill from Peeler. Peeler catching fire here as that's her 5th kill of the match. Second one in a row. Currently up 3-0 here. Pioneers off to a hot start in this second set. And they're going to get a service ace to go up 4-0. Spittler doing what needs to be done. And she's going to go back there again for serving 0 here in the second set. Picking on the libero for Carnegie Mellon, but they get a clean one there as they're going to get a continuation of Greek block attempt from the Pioneers as Shannon's going to dig it to Spittler. Spittler goes over to Launder and just unable to get it over the net as Carnegie Mellon scores their first point of the set, making your score 4-1. Back to serve for Carnegie Mellon's number 18, I believe that is. That's Katie Jown. Has a good serve here as Pioneers are just lucky to get it over as it's not going to get over. And we're going to get a service ace for Carnegie Mellon, making the score 4-2. Once again, Jown with the set. She serves it to Shannon. Shannon with the dig to Spittler. And then the tack over. Pioneers going to continue the volley as get another set here and attack. Great dig there from Jown, but she looks a little shaken up. Should be interesting, but she's stomping it out. As another point for Carnegie Mellon as they're now on a little 3-point run themselves, making things 4-3 with Jown back serving. Pioneers looking to put a stop to this Carnegie Mellon run. Carnegie Mellon looking to tie up this second set as Shannon, great effort to get this across, and Feller's just going to hit it over to the Tartans. Dig Fellers, set Spittler, attack there as it's going to be blocked, and a point for Carnegie Mellon as they've now tied up this second set at 4 apiece. Jown doing all she needs to do back here, serving it, really putting them in good position. That one goes to Launder. She digs it out to Allwood. And just like that, Carnegie Mellon on top in this second set, 4-5, as they've now scored 5 straight points. Third kill of the contest for number 5. That's Elizabeth, senior for this Tartan team. Pioneers looking to stop a run as Fellers gets out the way of this one, and it sails out of bounds to put a stop to the run at 5 points to make things 5-5. Back to serve for the Pioneers will be number 10, Emma Wiseman. Wiseman, a junior out of Monroe, Ohio. She serves it over to Jackson. Great block there from the Pioneers. I think that's Allwood got a piece of that one. Shannon now with a dig over. Another tick here for Jackson as they're going to get the kill to make the score 6-5 in favor of Carnegie Mellon in the second set. Of course, Marietta wins the first set, so currently 1-0 set-wise in favor of the Pioneers. Pioneers looking to score, get back in the lead as that one's going to sail out. Point Tartans as Tartans now have a 2-point lead, 7-5. Of course, Tartans started this set down 4-0 and since then has stormed back, scoring 6 of the last 7 points, or 7 of the last 8 points, that is, excuse me. As back to serve is the libero. Dig for the Pioneers. Spittler sets up. Allwood unable to score, though. Not much of an attacking attempt there. More of a trying to get it over as Fellers with the kill there. She's trying to try to put the team on her back as Julian Fellers with her 5th kill of the match. That one was pretty as the score is now 6-7 in favor of the Tartans here in the second set. Shannon back to serve. Spittler just going to get that one over as they live to see another day on this volley. Shannon with the dig. Again, Spittler hits it over, but we're going to have a ball handling error on that one. I think maybe they're saying she palmed it. As that point will go to the Tartans, now leading 8-6 in the second set, down 1-0 set-wise as they fell in the first set. Back to serve is number 5. Spittler sets up Pioneers, but unable to score again as big block attempt and succeed from Peeler. Emily Peeler, big block there to get the Pioneers back on the scoreboard, trailing 7-8 in this second set. Back to serve is Cameron Haynes. Good serve there as Carnegie Mellon gets it over. Spittler with the set. Hacker with the attack. Jackson now with the attack of her own to try to get Mellon back on the board, but Fellers, just awkward coming off the hand there. Kind of misjudged her jump as Carnegie Mellon scores to go up 9-7. Lots of energy from the Carnegie Mellon sideline. Jackson with the serve. She's going to get a service ace here as they go up 10-7 in the second set, and Coach Christy Anderson wants a timeout. So your score here in the second set as we're in a timeout. It's the Pioneers 7, Carnegie Mellon 10. They're on top here, looking to even things up. And homecoming from Fenton Court. All right, back to action here from Fenton Court. Carnegie Mellon up 10-7 in this second set. Carnegie Mellon looking to even things up as Marietta took the first set 25-17 as they serve it over to Shannon. Shannon, though, able to get out the way of that one as the service error will go in favor of the Pioneers as Julian Fellers will go back to serve. 10 serving 8 in favor, or 8 serving 10, that is, in favor of the Tartans. Successful serve over as Spittler's going to set up Hacker, try to get on the board for Marietta, unable as Carnegie Mellon, good dig, set, and attack there from Catherine Jackson to get them back on the board. 11-8 now in the contest. That is Jackson's 4th kill of the evening, go along with 1 ace as well. Carnegie Mellon roster, looking at where they're from, all over the globe. A bunch of California, Georgia, as they're one of the premier art schools in the country. Carnegie Mellon out of Pittsburgh, showing they can do more than the arts, though. They can play some volleyball as well. And a big time kill from Carly Launder. Had some extra velocity behind that one as Pioneers get their 9th point of the set, trailing 11-9. Back to serve for the Pioneers is number 4, Jaden Ostermiller, that is. Sophomore out of Player. She is a junior out of Colorado. Far away from Marietta. Kind of dry the court a little bit here. Impromptu timeout. Good dig here from Carnegie Mellon as they're looking to get on the board, but great block and dig. Grill continue. Hayes with a great dig there to Lau. Launder kept things going, but once again, though, Carnegie Mellon hitting it where the Pioneers aren't, as they are now leading, I believe it's 12-9 in this second set. Fellers with the dig to Spittler. And then that's Allwood with the attack over. Unable to score, though, as she's not going to get the dig. Spittler set. And then Launder says, I'll get us on the board once again with another kill, as she is having a game so far this afternoon. Pioneers trail in the second set, 12-10. Great play there from Carnegie Mellon. Great response from the freshman out of Palo Alto, California. Sophie Pan gets the point. That one just sneaking over the net, as it's going to be a service ace in favor of Carnegie Mellon, as they now are up 14-10. And then they do a bottle flip after the ace, and they land that one as well. I believe that's number 15 in charge of the bottle flip for them. Caroline Smith. Dig for Fellers, Spittler. And that one's in again. Have yourself a day, Miss Carly Launder out of Meadowbrook High School, just a sophomore. Jackson with the dig. They're going to get things going here. They're going to attack over. Spittler digs it. Fellers with the kill. As the Pioneers starting to crawl back in this one, 13-14 your score here in the second set, as we're going to get another impromptu timeout to dry the floor. As we've mentioned throughout the broadcast, homecoming weekend here at Marietta College. As Pioneers look to serve here, down 2 in this second set, and that one just going to get away from them and sail out of bounds for Wiseman, as it's going to be point for Carnegie Mellon to extend their lead at 15-12. Wiseman with the dig to Spittler. To Allwood with the attack. Unsuccessful. Spittler with another set. We're going to try again, and this time successful for Carly Allwood, as Pioneers get their 13th point of the set, making your score 15-13 in favor of the Tartans in set number 2. Best out of 5 here on a Saturday afternoon. Shannon with the serve. That one takes it out of bounds, so not really an attacking opportunity for Carnegie Mellon. Spittler will go. Pioneers Little too much on that one as it sails into the bench for Carnegie Mellon, making your score 16-13. Shannon with the dig. Spittler sets. Fellers attacking. Jackson digs it though. And we'll continue playing as not much of an attacking opportunity though, as Spittler sets up number 9. That's Peeler. Peeler with an attacking success here for the Pioneers, making your score 16-14 in the second set. Into the game to serve is Cameron Haynes. This one will be a service ace for Haynes, her second one of the match, as the Pioneers are now within a point of the Carnegie Mellon in this second set, 16-15. That one, an attacking error out of bounds as things are now tied up here, 16 apiece in the second set. Pioneers storming back here, try to take a 2-0 set lead. As this one, Haynes again serving it to the libero for Carnegie Mellon, but great answer from Catherine Jackson as they score to take the lead 17-16. Jackson will serve it over to Shannon. Hacker tries to do it herself, steps in the way, just a little bit of miscommunication from the Pioneers as that point will go to Carnegie Mellon as Carnegie Mellon's back on top, 18-16 here. Fellers skips the set, attacks herself, unable to, but going to have an attacking error from Carnegie Mellon to make your score 18-17. That's number 6. Juliana McFarland tries to attack it, hits the net. Going to set up Julian Fellers back to serve for the Pioneers. That service to Jackson. They're able to dig it successfully and having a good attempt, but good set. Good attack attempt from Launder, but just sails it out of bounds as it's now 19-17 in the second set. Couple subs for Carnegie Mellon. Back to serve number 19. That's Logan Danley. She's going to serve it over to Shannon. Shannon to Spittler to Launder. Try it again. Don't work once, try again. We'll get the point one of the way or the other. And that's another kill for the Pioneers. And Carly Launder making your score 19-18 in favor of Carnegie Mellon. Of course, Marietta holds on to a 1-0 lead as more subs for Carnegie Mellon, who's wearing the red tops, white numbers. Pioneers serving across, and that one's going to sail out of bounds. That was number 4, Jaden Ostermiller. Just a little too much on the serve, making your score 20-18 at Carnegie Mellon. So Marietta's made a few attempts to try to overtake Carnegie Mellon in the second set, but every time the lead gets swollen back out to around 2 or 3 points anytime they make a run. Spittler sets up Fellers. It's not much in the attempt here. Great effort there from the Pioneers to get it over and save the point for the time being, and they will save the point as Carnegie Mellon unable to score, and now Pioneers down 1 at 19-20. Of course, you go to 25, must win by 2. Emery Spittler back to serve for the Pioneers as they're looking to try to overtake and go up 2-0. Spittler. Fellers just unable to dig there. As now your lead is 21-19. Got to give this Carnegie Mellon team credit. They are a feisty group. They don't go down without a fight as they're leading in this set, 21-19. Shannon digs it over, but it's going to go out as it's now going to be 19-22. Exactly what you needed if you're Carnegie Mellon after that first set. Coach Anna Brock probably told them, let's try to get out to an early lead and see where things go. Fellers digs it to Spittler. They get it over. Not much of an attacking attempt, though. So now we're going to get a continuation for Carnegie Mellon. A good block there. And that's going to be a point for Carnegie Mellon as they're now on the verge of taking set number 2. Your score, 23-19. Timeout, Pioneers. Back to action here. Around 17 seconds till we start out of this timeout. Carnegie Mellon holding on to a 23-19 lead. They do trail, though, 1-0, so going to need to win this one to even things up. Pioneers looking to get back in it here in set number 2. They're going to make a comeback. They got to start it now. As that's one way to start doing it, as we're going to have a service error for Carnegie Mellon, making your score now 23-20. In favor of the Pioneers, or not in favor of Carnegie Mellon, excuse me. Pioneers with the serve here, looking for a service ace. Unable to get it though, as Jackson's going to attack here. Shannon, great dig tip there, as Fellers is going to try to attack. We're going to continuation though, as Carnegie Mellon, good block. And then the freshman, Sophie Pan with the kill, making it 24-20, as now we're on set point from here on out. Pioneers going to have to rattle off around 4 in a row to try to extend this match. We'll see if they can do it. Extend this set, excuse me, because Pioneers do hold a 1-0 lead. And another service error for Carnegie Mellon into the net was the libero there. So 21-24, Shannon back to serve for the Pioneers. They're going to need 3 more points in a row to extend this set. Catherine Jackson puts the end of that talk as she gets a big kill to take set number 2 for Carnegie Mellon. 25-21 was your score. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have a third set action from Fenton Court on the campus of Marietta College. Welcome back to Fenton Court as we get ready for set number 3 between the Marietta College Pioneers and the Carnegie Mellon Tartans. Things tied up at 1 set apiece as Marietta College stormed out to a 1-set lead to start things. They won set 1 at 25-17, but Carnegie Mellon bounces back, winning set number 2, 25-21. Pioneers looking to extend a 4-game winning streak to 5 here on homecoming, and looking to make the best out of homecoming, as the football team did drop to Muskingum earlier today, a heartbreaker. They were leading by 2 scores with around 5 minutes left, inside 5 minutes left, and Muskingum able to storm back and take the lead and win 35-31 over at Don Drum Stadium. So try to make the most of a homecoming weekend with a Pioneer win on the volleyball court. You can catch Pioneers back in action at home as we continue OAC play on Wednesday. They welcome in the Muskingum Muskies. First place in the conference up for grabs. Sole place of first place. Should be a good one. Muskingum was here on campus earlier, as Emery Spittler will start this set here as the freshman Sophie Pan continues her great game for Carnegie Mellon, as she gets the kill to go up 1-0. Of course, as I was mentioning, Muskingum on campus earlier today, their volleyball team, they took on this Carnegie Mellon team, 1 in 5 sets, Carnegie Mellon won in 5 sets, 3-2, but it was a really competitive back and forth game throughout the entire match. Pioneers looking to get on the board here, trailing 1-0 in the set. And now 2-0 as Carnegie Mellon continuing just to place the ball perfectly. Of course, Pioneers coming in with a record of 13-4 on the year, and Carnegie Mellon 18-6, a couple more games under their belt. As that one unconventional set, as in some ways, that's going to be an ace for Carnegie Mellon. Go up 3-0 in this set. Of course, that second set, Pioneers jumped out to a 4-0 lead in that second set, and since then, it's been all Carnegie Mellon as they've really put things together. Pioneers are looking to get on the board for the first point, and they'll do that with a big combined block from number 9 and number 6, Carly Allwood, number 6, and Emily Peeler, number 9, to put the Pioneers on the board. 3-1 in this second set. Pan with the attack there, and she'll get another kill as Pioneers unable to dig it and get it over and continue the volley. Your score now 4-1 in favor of Carnegie Mellon in this second set. Carnegie Mellon serves it over to Shannon. Spittler. Allwood attacks, but able to dig it was Carnegie Mellon. Shannon. Spittler. Peeler. Peeler gonna look like she's gonna get she's gonna get the kill as a Carnegie Mellon fan trying to turn on the wheels. He saw the players coming right for her and try to get out the way, but nevertheless, point Pioneers as it is now 2-4 in favor of Carnegie Mellon as Shannon serves it over. Attacking attempt dug out by Spittler. Then Wiseman. Fellers tried the attack, unsuccessful. Hacker back over. Spittler set. Going to set up Emily Peeler as she sneaks it in along the line to make her score 4-3, her 8th kill of the match, as she's having a great game right along with Carly Allonder. Shannon with the serve, really picking on the libero here. Jackson serves it over. Shannon dig. Spittler sets. Peeler kill. 4-4, set 3. All knotted up as that's her 3rd straight kill and 9th of the match. Shannon looking to keep things rolling here, and she's unsuccessful. So that service error will go right into the net. Point Carnegie Mellon 5-4. Tartans in this 3rd set, but a little bit of momentum here for the Pioneers if they can try to keep it rolling here. As they rattled off 4 straight points there. Wiseman with the dig, Spittler, and then who else but all 3rd set. I believe that was Peeler once again with yet another kill in this 3rd set. Her 10th of the match. And just another service error. So Pioneers kind of shooting themselves in the foot right here in this 3rd set with 2 service errors as they trail 6-5 here. That one service error of Carnegie Mellon as she serves it across the line. Point Pioneers all knotted up at 6 as Julian Fellers will go back to serve for the Pios. Pios serves it. Good serve there from Fellers as they're not going to get an attacking opportunity here as Spittler's going to set up Launder. Launder unable to get the point. Jackson tacks over. Hacker continuation here. Spittler sets up Launder again and she'll get the kill. Bring the Pioneers to their feet as they now lead in this 3rd set 7-6. That's her 10th kill of the match. Having a great game is Carly Launder. And there's another one. Give her 11 kills on the match as she continues her hot night. Now leading 8-6 in this 3rd set is the Pioneers. The Pioneers started out 4-0 since then, 8-2 run. Once again, not a real scoring opportunity as Launder tries to get another kill. Unable though. The Pioneers really not allowing Carnegie Mellon right now in this run to have a real threatening attacking opportunities as we get a block and a continuation here for Carnegie Mellon. Another block and a continuation as Hacker owning the middle right now. Shannon with a dig to Spittler. Spittler going out to Launder. It's going to be off the official's foot and out of bounds. Point Carnegie Mellon.
Attacker, point CMU.
Scored 8-7 in favor of the Pioneers. Going to have a timeout? Nope, review. I think we got another review. We do have another review on our hands. As the Pioneers lead 8-7. As I mentioned, back in action on a Wednesday. They welcome in Muskingum. Muskies coming in. They were here, as we mentioned earlier today. They went 5 sets with this Carnegie Mellon team. It was really entertaining, really back and forth. Even that last set was all the way to the end. Just never knew who was going to get hot last, who's going to win it. And turned out it was going to be Carnegie Mellon as they got the win. But entertaining nevertheless. If you're wondering, Buckeyes are currently up 27-0 against Wisconsin. Taking a look at maybe some OAC scores. See what we can find there as we search the Ohio Athletic Conference website. Baldwin Wallace winning in football 52-20. Looking around some scores around the OAC. I think this is women's soccer, volleyball. Baldwin Wallace beating Wilmington 3-0. Ohio Northern 3-1 over Capital. Later tonight, or just getting underway, is Otterbein and Wittenberg from Wittenberg. That's a 6 o'clock start from Springfield, so that one should be getting started right around the corner. So a lot to happen in the OAC as we approach possibly the midway point of conference play, as we'll get to conference tournament sooner rather than later as things back in action here. As not a great attacking opportunity for the Pioneers. Carnegie Mellon looking to take advantage of it, and they do, to knock the set up at 8 apiece. Catherine Jackson back there for Carnegie Mellon, all knotted up at 8. See if they go to Shannon. They've been going to Shannon on these. No, they're going to go to, that's Cameron Haynes. They went targeted there with that serve as they get on the board and take the lead 9-8 here in this third set. See if they go to Haynes again. Haynes, a junior out of Williamstown, and as they do, she's able to get out the way of that one though, and it sails out of bounds to tie things up at 9 apiece. Into the game for the Pioneers is number 8. That is Holly Habermel. She serves across. Fellers with a good dig to Spittler. Back to Fellers. Not really an attacking opportunity there. But great block there from the Pioneers. Carly Allwood says, no, 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 not in my house, as the Pioneers go up 10-9 in the third set. And serves it out of bounds to tie things up at 10. Another service error for the Pioneers. Point Carnegie Mellon. Carnegie Mellon back to serve here. See if they go at Haynes or Shannon. Those have been the two popular targets with their serving here recently. They'll go at Shannon. She'll dig it. Spittler sets it up. Allwood kills it. 11-10 Pioneers. Third set. Peeler back into the game for the Pios. As Spittler will come back to serve in this third set where the Pioneers lead 11-10. attacking opportunity for Carnegie Mellon, but Pioneers able to skid it. They skip the set as Spittler attacks. Oh, ran out of room, out of bounds, as it will be Carnegie Mellon point, making it 11-11 here in this third set. Looks like we're going to be in for an exciting finish here from Fitton Court, Van Johnson Arena, campus of Marietta College. Homecoming between the Pioneers and the Tartans, as the Tartans now take the lead in the third set, 12-11 with another kill there. Dig attempt, successful. Allwood attacks over, but hits it a little too hard as it's going to go out of bounds as Carnegie Mellon goes up 13-11 here in this third set. Shannon digs it to Spittler. Spittler to Peeler. Not Peeler, that's Launder with the kill. Back to serve is Launder. She serves it heavy, so several service errors for the Pioneers in this third set. I can count maybe 4 or 5 so far, and it's almost a third of Carnegie Mellon's points in this third set have been Pioneers giving it to them just with service errors, something they're going to have to clean up here down the stretch. That's one's going to sneak in, though. Shannon jumps out the way. Good call from the official right on it as it sneaks inside the line as Carnegie Mellon now goes up 15-12 in this third set. Service ace here for the Tartans as they target Wiseman, unable to get the dig. Your score is 16-12 in the third set, all tied up at 1 set apiece. Another service ace, hitting it where the Pioneers aren't. That's the strategy here, as it is now 17-12, and Coach Anderson wants a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. Out of the timeout, Pioneers looking to get back in this one in this set as they trail 17-12. A little bit of a run here from Carnegie Mellon to really swell this lead into what it is. Of course, everything tied at 1 set apiece. Here, Carnegie Mellon doing a good job of just hitting it where people aren't, as we're going to have a discussion with an official real quick. See what this is about. Awkward silence in Fitton Court. See, we're going to have a little bit of a discussion here. I think there's a certain ball they don't want to be in play, maybe? I'm not sure what the discussion is, but I think they're checking the volleyballs here. Like I said, I think maybe they are requesting a certain ball get taken out the rotation, whether it be because it's wet or altered in some way, I'm not sure. Nevertheless, here we go as we're going to get things started here. Don't think no balls were taken out of the rotation as Carnegie Mellon leads 17-12 in this second set, our third set. 1 set apiece. Going to go out Wiseman here. She gets the dig to Spittler. Spittler to Peeler for the kill. Pioneers point now 17-13. That's her 11th kill of the match. She's had a great third set here. And Shannon's going to serve here to Jackson. And we're going to get a continuation. Great job from Hacker and Fellers there to get the block And then Wiseman laying out to get that one over and continuing the volley, but doesn't matter as Carnegie Mellon gets the point. They stick with it, and they now lead 18-13 in the third set. Carnegie Mellon's done a good job this third set as they got out to the lead. Now they're just pacing Marietta, it appears. Wiseman getting the ace there. She looks to be the target of the serves here. I'm going to serve here, and Coach Anderson's going to take out Wiseman, bring back in Launder. Launder's also had a great match so far. They're going to go at Launder. Hacker gets it over. Carnegie Mellon wants some type of point, but they're not going to get it. As Hacker then again just gets it over. Not really scoring attempts here, but continuing volleys, but Carnegie Mellon scores to go up 7 here in this third set. Pioneers going to have to do something and do something soon here, or find themselves down at 2-1 here on homecoming. Serve incoming for the Tartans here. Launder, Spittler, Fellers unable to score. Spittler with the set, dig. There's Peeler. Again, unable to. Great block attempt, continuation though. And that's going to be a point for the Pios. Peeler with the point and the kill, 14-20. Pioneers looking to get back in this one here and not fall behind 2-1. Of course, it's best of 3, so they don't want their backs against the wall here on homecoming. And once again, another service error for the Pioneers. As it's now 21-14 in favor of Carnegie Mellon. As I said, Pioneers going to have to make a run and make it soon. They're going to have to rattle off a handful of points in a row to get back in this set. And that's one way to start it, as I believe that's number 3. Launder gets the kill, although she kind of ran into a teammate for a second there. Not ideal, but gets the job done. 21-15 Carnegie Mellon. And another kill here for Carnegie Mellon. Like I mentioned earlier, just pacing the Pioneers. Pioneers score, they'll score. Having an answer to everything, as it is now 22-15. Needing 3 points here to go up 2-1. Try to spoil homecoming for the Pioneers. Hacker with the attacking there, and they get on the board. It's now 22-16 in favor of Carnegie Mellon. Hacker will go back to serve. That's Annabelle Hacker. And once again, a response from Carnegie Mellon to go up 23-16. An immediate response, as they are not letting the Pioneers get back in this. Checking in for Carnegie Mellon. A little bit of a discussion here before these substitutions happen. Not sure what the discussion here is. Nevertheless, 23-16 in favor of Carnegie Mellon in this third set. Things tied up at 1 apiece. But it looks like the sub's going to be allowed as number 19 comes into the game. Correct, number 19 should go back to serve. Carnegie Mellon looking to close out this set here, needing 2 points, while the Pioneers needing 9. So going to really have to get on a run here. And that's not the way to do it, as now we have set point for Carnegie Mellon, 24-16. See if they're able to get back in this. Going to go at Shannon. Shannon with the dig. Spittler with the set. Attack here from Launder. Shannon with another dig. Another set here from Fellers. We're going to just have an over attempt here from Shannon as Jackson digs. And we're going to get a block here to keep the Pioneers alive in this third set. Big time block here from number 6, Carly Allwood. Your score now 24-17. Pioneers are going to need a lot more of that, though, to stay alive in this third set. See what they can do. Continuation, great block there from Allwood once again, as they're just going to hit it over. Shannon digs it to Spittler. Spittler goes and just overruns Allwood, as that's going to be set number 3 in the book in favor of Carnegie Mellon, 25-17 to take a 2-1 lead. Pioneers backs now against the wall, heading into the 4th series here from Fenton Court on the campus of Marietta College. It's homecoming Pioneers looking to get back in it. Welcome back to Fenton Court as the Pioneers backs against the wall, trailing 2-1 here to Carnegie Mellon on homecoming. Look to make a run here and keep things, push this to an all-deciding 5th set for Carnegie Mellon in action earlier today. So this is their 9th set of volleyball on the day, as they played at Muskingum earlier today here at Marietta College, winning in 5 sets in that one. So maybe fatigue for Carnegie Mellon may start to settle in here as we go down the stretch in this contest. Long day of volleyball. Pioneers, they've had great effort from their attackers, both Carly Launder and Emily Peeler, but it's not been enough, as they've really, that third set, they shot themselves in the foot with several service errors that gave Carnegie Mellon the lead. That one almost goes out, but nevertheless over, and we're going to get a continuation here for Marietta College. And Peeler will get on the board. Oh, that's Carly Lauder getting on the board here early on. 1-0 Pioneers. Another one here, a Spittler back to serve. Attacking attempt for Carnegie Mellon. They're tie it up at 1. They're really efficient when they get a clean attacking opportunity. It's not much we can do. That one, service error from Carnegie Mellon, put the Pioneers on top 2-1. We'll take it. Launder back to serve. That one just out, as that's now going to be 2-2 here in this 4th set. Pioneers looking to clean dig here. Shannon to Spittler to Fellers. Great job there from Carnegie Mellon, as they're going to have their own attacking opportunity. And here we go, and that's going to be a kill for Julian Fellers to put the Pioneers on top 3-2. Fellers with 7 kills in the contest thus far. Is now going to have a service error yet again to tie things up at 3. Going to serve this one to Shannon, to Spittler, to that. Peeler with a kill. Her 13th kill in the fourth set. Only in the fourth set, so 13 on the night. Having a great game thus far. Another service error as that one hit just a little too much for the Pioneers. Carnegie Mellon with the serve here. Fowler's with the attacking attempt. Dig for Carnegie Mellon. Now their own attack attempt, and they're going to succeed and take advantage. They're now up 5-4 in this fourth set. They win this set, they will win the match and give Marietta their 5th loss of the season. Dig here. Hacker getting on the board for the Pioneers, 5-5. Carnegie Mellon team does a good job really targeting their serves to who they want to go to. That right now has been Haynes the last few times, but Fowler's now back to serve for the Pioneers, all tied up at 5. Good dig attempt there from the Pioneers. That's Haynes. And then there we go, Wander with the kill, her 14th kill of the contest, making your score 6-5 in the fourth set in favor of the Pioneers. Fowler's good serve. She's going to get a service ace there. Go up 7-5 in favor of the Pioneers in this ever important fourth set. Fowler's once again. Another one, back-to-back service aces for the Pioneers and Julian Fowlers. Now 8-5, timeout Carnegie Mellon as the Pioneers lead in this fourth set. We're back here from Fenton Court. Pioneers leading 8-5 here in the fourth set. They do trail though 2-1 in sets, so they need to win this set to stay alive and force the winner take all set number 5-15. As I mentioned, Carnegie Mellon, this is their 9th set of volleyball on the game day today, so maybe a little bit of fatigue starting to set in as Julian Fowlers with back-to-back aces. As another kill here for the Pioneers as they stretch this lead in the set, 9-5. Annabelle Hacker hitting it where they're not. It's a great key to the game. Here comes Fowlers again. And a successful attack attempt from Carnegie Mellon, but Pioneers dig, set, attack, Hacker again! Here we go, Pioneers! Annabelle Hacker, back-to-back kills here to put the Pioneers up 10-5 in this fourth set. Not really an attacking opportunity here for Carnegie Mellon as we're going to dig, set, and attack. Pioneer point! 11-5. That's number 3, Carly Alander with her 15th kill of the match. And there we go. They're going to give that point to the Pioneers. Catching Carnegie Mellon napping, 12-5, another service ace for Julian Fowlers as Carnegie Mellon tried to sneak in some subs, but the Pioneers quick to attack. Quick and easy point as Julian Fowlers is on fire right now from that back line serving. See if she can continue with it. The Pioneers now have a 7-point lead. Spittler saves it. Launder, and that's going to be another kill, another point for the Pios. The Ben Johnson Arena starting to feel the energy as the Pioneers now lead in the fourth set, 13-5. Another good serve there from Fowlers. As we will continue, Hacker with the attacking opportunity, not able to score. But a continuation. Pioneers wanting the point, but they're not going to be rewarded it. As that's going to be point Pioneers. That's it. Carly Launder with another point. The Pioneers on their best run of the contest so far, as Carnegie Mellon going to want another timeout, possibly. Maybe, maybe not. Does she? Does she want it? Official? There will be time. No. She says, I don't want the timeout. No. As Pioneers lead 14-5 in this fourth set. Julian Fellers. Pioneer faithful is kind of confused what's going on. Do they play ball? They're playing ball. Fellers with the serve. Good dig there from Fellers to Spittler. To Water. That's going to be a point again. The Pios are on fire in the fourth set. Now Carnegie Mellon's going to use that timeout, as it is 15-5 in your fourth set. Pioneers looking to tie things up at 2 apiece. We'll be right back in just a few moments. You got to pump it up as playing in the banjo, and that is what this crowd is. They're pumping it up as the Pioneers are on a run here, stretching the lead out to 15-5. Julian Fellers, another service ace. That's 4 of them in this run alone, as the Pioneers are really stretching this lead in the fourth set. Going to have to hold on, though. You don't want to give this team any life, this Carnegie Mellon team, as they're looking to force a winner-take-all fifth set, as Carnegie Mellon will attack here. Good dig from Fellers. Set. Spittler. Hacker attack. Great job there from Carnegie Mellon to extend it, but they're going to hit it out. Another point for the Pioneers. I'm not sure where this run started, but we have to be over 10 in a row from Marietta College right now, as it is 17-5. Fellers serves it across. And a big block point, Carnegie Mellon, as they end the streak. Tip your hat to the Pioneers, though. An incredible run there to get ahead of Carnegie Mellon, 17-6 in this fourth set. Of course, Pioneers trailing 2-1. Hopefully, though, you can take this confidence you got here and carry it over. As I look to my left, got a couple Marietta College women's basketball players in uniform. I'm not sure what that's all about. Maybe a little bit of an inter squad tonight, possibly. Of course, basketball season right around the corner for both Pioneer squads. Looking forward to that. Should be a fun season for both teams. See head coach of the women's squad, Jenna Anderson, in attendance tonight. She's entering her second year as the head coach of the Pioneers, several-year assistant, also a player here for the Pioneers. We got a little bit of a discussion here, maybe about the score, as 17-6 is what we have. Pioneers, though, they're staying busy as they get a little clap and stomp going on. As everyone's getting in on the action, the clapping is taken over Van Johnson, as it is 17-6 in the fourth set. The official discussing something with the head table. And you look over, this whole clapping sequence is being led by the Pioneer volleyball alumni over there on the left, back for homecoming, trying to fuel their Pioneers here to a comeback as they lead 17-6. Still trying to figure out what the discussion is. Still don't have an answer, as now we're gonna start the music. To the Pioneers, though, I wouldn't like this right here. You're on a run right now. You're killing it, and now all of a sudden you're stopped there, and you're rolling, and now you're stopped and you're resting. Carnegie Mellon, you're getting a free timeout here with this discussion at the scorer's table. Still not sure what's happening as we're going to have an extended timeout. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back once we kind of figure out what's happening here from Van Johnson Arena. Still currently in this discussion with the officials. I'm not sure what is happening. They're talking to the Carnegie Mellon coaching staff right now, and she doesn't seem very happy about whatever she's being told from the official. It's anyone's best guess as to what is happening as we continue here, and the official is not happy right now with really animated discussion currently happening here along the Carnegie Mellon sideline. It is currently 17-6 in this fourth set in favor of the Pioneers, but Carnegie Mellon leads 2-1 overall as things are starting to get a little testy here. Buckle up, we're in for an exciting finish here from Fenton Court. But nevertheless, it looks like we're getting back to action. Maybe. Knock on wood. Maybe. Never mind. We're back at the scorer's table. Maybe Drake can help us out once he figures out what's happening on the PA. Drake's trying to get the inside, but we are still in the delay. The meeting of the minds at the head table. As maybe we're getting a verdict, perhaps. Maybe. We shall see. It's been about going on at least above 5-minute delay here as we kind of figure things out here in this fourth set. And head coach for Carnegie Mellon, Ann Brock, is not happy as she continues to plead her case about something with the official. But nevertheless, maybe. Here we go. No. Back to the head table. And now head coach Christy Anderson walking over. She's kind of wanting to know what's happening at the moment too. She wants to know what's the holdup. Why aren't we playing volleyball? Of course, Pioneers were on a ginormous run in this fourth set. So you hate to be the Pioneers here as you are red hot. Rattled off at least 12 straight points, and now you take this long 7 to 10 minute break, and now again both teams huddling up. We're not getting back to action still. Of course, homecoming here for the Pioneers. Homecoming festivities started with the football team today. They fell to the Muskingum Muskies, unfortunately, 35-31. So the volleyball team trying to pick up the slack here. We'll see as discussions are still being had. Now with the head official once again. Of course, your soccer team was not in action tonight. Looking ahead. On Wednesday, Pioneers volleyball back in action, as also women's soccer and men's soccer. They all take on Muskingum in a Muskingum triple header. Of course, volleyball will be here in Van Johnson Arena at 7 o'clock. Soccer will be on the blue turf. Men's soccer, that is, at 7 o'clock. Women's soccer over in New Concord. But, ladies and gentlemen, I have good news to bring. It appears we're getting back to volleyball in this fourth set, 17-6. Don't tell me I spoke too soon. Maybe. Annabelle Hacker's going back to serve, which is a great sign if you like action and not conferences. Because after a at least 7-minute conference, we are back to action as the Pioneers look to close out set number 4 and tie things up at 2 sets apiece. Well, both teams ready to go. Official on the left side nearest the scorer's table is not. He's still discussing some things with the head table. Drake once again going to stand up from his PA spot and walk over. Still hopefully Drake can get us an answer as to something. Drake usually is on the play-by-play here for you guys. He would probably be just as confused as I am in this situation here, as nobody really knows what's happening unless you're at the meeting of the minds. Are we back to action? The music has stopped. We are back to action. Here we go. Here we go, back to action. Annabelle Hacker with the serve. And here we are. Dig Hacker, set splitter. And it's going to be a ball handling error. Point Carnegie Mellon, 18-7. This is not what you wanted if you're the Pioneers. Let's see if they can quickly respond and not let a run start here for Carnegie Mellon, as that will be bad news Bears. Pioneers currently trail 2-1 here in the fourth set. They do lead though 18-7. That dig. That was a violent attack there, but great job from Carnegie Mellon. But they can't do it twice in a row. Carly Allwood back on the board for the Pioneers, 19-7 in the fourth set. Pioneers have a good set. Fellers sets it. We're going to have a continue to volley here, as that point though is going to go out of bounds. Attacking error, point Pioneers, 20-7, 5 points away from forcing the winner take all set numero 5 here from Fenton Court. Spittler serves it. Dig. Attacking opportunity for Carnegie Mellon. Nothing. Dig Fellers. Set Spittler. Allwood. Nothing. Attacking opportunity again for Carnegie Mellon. And they will get the points. Making your score 20-8 here in the fourth set. Pioneers sitting pretty right now in this fourth set. Just can't let a big run get started here from Carnegie Mellon. Fellers with the dig. Set. Attack. Continuation. No. Going to be point Carnegie Mellon to make it 20-9 here in the fourth set. That big break could be beneficial for Carnegie Mellon. As I mentioned, 9th set of the day today, so they got a much-needed break when Pioneers had them on the brink there. As we're going to get a skip set attack from Emery Splitter. That was as smooth as it comes. Point Pioneer from a Splitter. Beautiful stuff from the Pioneers. 21-9 here in the fourth set. Coming in to serve will be number 10, Emma Wiseman. Wiseman serves it over, set. Jackson attack, converts. I think one of the biggest differences in this set compared to the other sets so far for the Pioneers is they have limited those serving errors, and they are out to an 11-point run. Carnegie Mellon serve. Dig. Set. Fellers attack. Kill it. Give the point to the Pios. 22-10 here in the fourth set. Pioneers 3 points away from forcing set number 5. Of course, set number 5 will be only to 15. They will switch sides once the team hits 8 points. Shannon Dig. Great job there from the Pios. Give them the block. Pioneers 23, Carnegie Mellon 10 in the fourth set. Looking to close it out hot is the Pioneers. Got a dig, set, attack, dig, set again, attack. Good dig there from the Pioneers. Attack! Great job from Carnegie Mellon, but Annabelle Hacker says, not in my house. 24-10 Pioneers. 1 point away from forcing set number 5 here from Van Johnson Arena. Shannon will get the service. Ace, set, Pioneer, 25-10. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner-take-all 5th set right around the corner from the campus of Marietta College. It's homecoming. Come on, Pios. Welcome back to Marietta College Fitton Court as we get ready for the winner-take-all set number 5. Recapping the action, Marietta started off this contest with Carnegie Mellon, taking set number 1, 25-17, but Carnegie Mellon then stormed back, taking the next 2 sets, 25-21 and 25-17. Pioneers, though, wouldn't stay down as a big run in that 4th set. I believe 11 or 12 straight points fueled them to a 25-10 4th set victory to set up this winner-take-all set number 5. Please note this is only to 15 this 5th set, so not 25 how it usually is. 15, switch sides around 8 when a team hits 8. So another big run from the Pioneers would set them up perfectly to end this one today. We'll see what we can do. Pioneers looking to go extend this win streak to 5 in a row, go to 14-4 on the year. Carnegie Mellon, though, looking to go 2-0 here from the Marietta College campus and go to 19-6. They beat Muskingum earlier in a 5-set thriller, 3-2. So 5th set, if you're Carnegie Mellon, 10 sets of volleyball. Probably didn't have that on your bingo card when you made the trip down here to Marietta, but great job. They've battled hard. See if they can finish it out. Marietta, though, looking to have something to hang your hat on for homecoming. As we've mentioned throughout the broadcast, the Pioneer football team did fall to Muskingum earlier today on homecoming. Both soccer teams having the night off, so you need something to be happy about for homecoming. Be happy about this Pioneer volleyball team, hopefully, as we look to get things started here. Emery Spittler will be serving off for the Pioneers in this ever-important 5th set. Here we go. Carnegie Mellon attacking attempt immediately, though. Pioneers sniff it out as they have an attack of their own, and that's great job there from Shannon. Fellers will get it over and live to see another day as we get things started here. Oh, great job there from number 2, Bella Woodard for Carnegie Mellon, as she gets the kill to go up 1-0 over the Pioneers in the 5th set. Every point ever important when you're only going to 15. Pioneers looking to bounce back and answer back here in this 5th set. Going to go to Louder. Miscommunication from the Pioneers. They're now down 2-0 to start this 5th set. Not ideal. Carly Lauder had a chance there. 2-0 Carnegie Mellon. Dig, set, attack. Sniffed out by Carnegie Mellon. They're not going to have their own attacking attempt. Feller sets it up. Spittler will hit it over. Jackson, dig, set, attack. Great job from Carnegie Mellon to go up 3-0 here early in this 5th set. Pioneers going to need an answer quick. You only go to 15 here. So you fall behind early, you could be in trouble. And Coach Anderson may call a timeout here if they don't get a point here. Fellers dig, Spittler sets, and nobody's there as it is now 4-0. And as I mentioned, yes, Coach Anderson wants a timeout as they try to regroup down 4-0 early on in this fifth set. Again, you can catch the Pioneers back in action on Wednesday as we play host to the Muskingum Muskies. That is going to be a matchup for sole possession of first place in the OAC as we are around the halfway point of conference action. Pioneers 4-0 in OAC play, 13-4 overall. Muskingum 3-0 in OAC play, and they are 15-7 now overall, 15-6 coming into today. They did lose to this Carnegie Mellon team, so 15-7. So should be a good one from Van Johnson Arena Wednesday night starting at 7 o'clock. Come out, support the Pios as they look to make a push for a OAC regular season title. It'd be the second one in a row as they won the regular season title last year and hosted the OAC tournament. Of course, they got upended by Otterbein last year in the OAC championship here from Pioneer College, but nevertheless, got to win this one first. 4-0 Carnegie Mellon in this fifth set. See what the Pioneers have for an answer as back to serve for Carnegie Mellon is number 8. That is Nea Tumala. She's rattled off a few in a row here, 3 in a row from Carnegie Mellon as they look to extend this lead in this fifth set. Tumala, just a junior from Los Angeles. As we're back to action now. Fellers digs it. Spittler. Launder. And that's going to be a point, Pioneers. That's what you love to see if you're Coach Anderson. You call the timeout, you make your adjustments, and you immediately responded in the run. It is now 4-1 in favor of Carnegie Mellon, making a sub and coming into the game for the Pioneers. Oh, wait. We are getting an official review on the point. Coach for Carnegie Mellon wants to re-look at it, so we are going to go into review. We're going to take a quick break as it's getting reviewed here. We'll be right back. We do have our verdict waiting here from the official to give his answer. He gave a thumbs up, so I'm assuming that means successful challenge? Yeah, that's going to be point Carnegie Mellon. So that makes it, I believe, 5-0. Scoreboard still says 4-1. But that is not what the score is. We'll have to wait to see as Shannon digs it 4-0. So we're just going to replay the play. No point awarded. Pioneers, though, they get their point back. 4-1 Pioneers. Here we go. We're back in action. That was Allwood with the kill, her 6th kill of the match. Wiseman, whoa, lights out in the banjo. Lights out in the banjo, lights back on in the banjo. Someone may have hit a switch accidentally. Wiseman serving here. What's the discussion now? We're having another discussion here. I think they're discussing the score, if it should be 5-1 or 4-1 with that reversal. Is it a redo or do they get the point? I think the score will remain 4-1 for the time being at least. And another service error for the Pioneers. They were able to escape them in that 4th set. Not what you want to see here with your 2nd serve of the 5th set, sailing out of bounds to give Carnegie Mellon the 5-1 lead. Dig Wiseman, Spittler set, attack, Fellers, kill, here we go. Pioneers 2, Carnegie Mellon 5. Here we go, gonna hope for a little run here as Shannon is gonna come back to the service line. Hopefully put the Pioneers in good shape here. That is gonna be an ace for the Pioneers, 5-3. We will take a few more of those, please. Shannon, her 3rd ace of the evening. Service error. Point Carnegie Mellon, 6-3 now. Wiseman, dig, Spittler sets, attack, Fellers, kill, Fellers. Here we go, back to 2, 6-4. Here comes Cameron Haynes in. She will probably be serving. If you're Haynes, just get it over the net. She have had a few of those service errors tonight, but hopefully she can wipe off the memory. Here we go. Good serve over the net. Great attack from Carnegie Mellon, though, for the point. Wow. Great job there, as we're going to have some substitutions for Carnegie Mellon into the game and into serves. Number 20, Melissa Jin from California, San Jose area. Jin back to serve. That one's going to be a service ace. I think if Haynes lets that one go, they may get the service error. Nevertheless, 8-4, switching sides here as we look to keep things going. Going to need a run here for the Pioneers. You've been able to close the gap to around 4 or 2 a few times, but you're going to need to put a run together and hopefully get back in this one. Another 12-run lead, another 12-point run here would be super if you're the Pioneers. Shannon, dig, set, attack. Great job to get it over. And we're going to stop play. They're going to call that point. Oh, point Carnegie Mellon. That was close. 9-4 Carnegie. 6 points away from the win. Pioneers needing to get on a run. Another service ace for Carnegie Mellon. They're starting to feel it as they are now 5 points away, leading by 6. Pioneers making a substitution here. 10-4. Jin back here, Melissa Jin. She will serve it over. Shannon, dig, Spittler sets, attack. Point Pioneers, you love to see it. Let's see if they maybe can ride this wave of momentum on. That's the 19th kill for Launder of the match. Fellers serves it across. Point Carnegie Mellon. Your score now 11-5. Yep, for a never die mentality from the Pioneers as they look to get back in this. Hacker with the attacking attempt. Carnegie Mellon responds. They'll hit it over Shannon. Spittler. Launder with the kill. That's 20 kills on the night. Launder doing all she can to keep the Pioneers in it. They trail by 5 here in this 5th set, 11-6. You're going to need a run here and probably right now. Annabelle Hacker back to serve. Set. Attack attempt. And point Carnegie Mellon. It's now 12-6, 3 points away from the win. Pioneers trail by 6. What can we do? Going to have a little bit of a discussion here, maybe. All right, let's play. We're playing. 12-6, Carnegie Mellon. Carnegie Mellon looking for the upset here. Set, attack, dig. Spittler gets it over, but great response there. That's right on the line. Kick sneaks in. Point Carnegie Mellon, 13-6. backs against the wall. Pioneers down 7. Carnegie Mellon needing 2 points to win. Dig, Spittler sets, attack, out, oh man, match point now for Carnegie Mellon, looking to pull the upset over the nationally ranked Pioneers and spoil a homecoming here on campus. 10 sets of volleyball this Carnegie Mellon team has played. You got to tip your hat to them. Dig, set, attack. They keep it going with the set. Shannon, dig, Spittler, sets, attack. Pioneers stay alive for the time being as we get a point from Carly Launder. Her 21st kill of the match. Pioneers, though, Emily Spittler back to serve. We're going to have to go at least 7 in a row here if you want to extend this match. Must win by 2. More talk with the head table. Here we go. Dig, set, attack, dig, and that's going to be the game. Bella Woodard ends it for Carnegie Mellon and spoils a homecoming here in Van Johnson Arena as they win the 5th set, 15-7. Lining out your game, it was Marietta taking set 1 at 25-17 before Carnegie Mellon wins the next 2 sets, 25-21 and 25-17. Marietta wins set 4, 25-10 for Carnegie Mellon wins the winner take all 5th set, 15-7. Pioneers drop to 13-5 on the year. Carnegie Mellon, they improve to 19-6. Catch the Pios back in action on Wednesday as later is a OAC matchup, a ginormous one, as the Muskingum Muskies make the return trip. As we mentioned, they were here earlier today. They played this Carnegie Mellon team and fell in 5 sets, but they make a return trip on Wednesday, 7 o'clock start time for the Pioneers and the Muskies. That game will be for sole possession of first place in the OAC. Once again, homecoming from the Van Johnson Arena. Pioneers fall to Carnegie Mellon 3-2. My name's Austin Bogren. It's been a pleasure bringing you the action here. Have a good night, everyone.